Trump's new tax bill just gave real estate investors, especially RV park investors, a massive gift. Why? 100% bonus depreciation is back. Now, if you're a high income earner, this could be your absolute golden ticket to pay less tax and start this year, or actually the next few years, building some serious wealth. What I want to do is talk about it while we walk around one of my RV parks that we own here in my hometown in Louisiana. Let's get going. Well, if you're new here, I'm Dr. Jeff Anzalone. I'm a dentist, but I'm also a partner in the Blue Metric Group. I'm a general partner with my business partner, John Cascarano, and we help other high-income professionals build wealth with RV parks. And what I wanted to do today is walk through some of the reasons why this new tax bill might be great news if you're currently in a real estate investor, especially if you are thinking about investing in an RV park. And this is not only a way to protect your income that you have now, but also to grow it as well. So what I wanted to do first is talk about what exactly is 100% bonus depreciation. So I think there are some misconceptions about depreciation and bonus depreciation, but the gist of it in plain English is this: bonus depreciation, basically it's going to allow you to write off most of the cost of a property or some of the improvements that you make in the first year instead of spreading it out over decades. All right, because they may, typical straight line depreciation is 27 and a half years or for residential or 39 years for commercial. This case, you can do the majority of it up front. So under the new bill that was just passed, 100% bonus depreciation is extended. Because before it was 100%, then it would drop down 20% each year until it phased out. 100, 80, 60. Actually, currently this year we're in 40, but now that it's extended, it's going to go back up to 100, which means now when you do invest, you can deduct a lot more up front. Again, that means if you invest in one of our RV parks or like a mobile home park, something like that, you can offset large amounts, tons of taxable income right away. Well, you may be thinking, well, what are some of the things that you can deduct or upfront? Well, let me walk through and show you a few of those things. All right, one of the things that you can depreciate up front are the roads. So you can take a look here. We actually, this was more sort of dirt roads, and we came in and we improved it. We put this gravel down, and then we actually came through and started building these little pads, these little parking pads that people could park on. So that's one thing that could potentially be improved depending on what type of road that they're in. So if there's anything that you can improve road-wise, that's one thing that's eligible for accelerated depreciation. The next thing that's eligible, if you have any type of property on the premises, this was as you could may be able to see, this was an old KOA building. So we renovated it. So all of the improvements that were made inside and out with the painting, fixtures, that sort of thing, they're also, you can also write these out fast. So I guess you could call this sort of the clubhouse. And then we also had some massive improvements with the bathroom. So let's go check those out. Now, as you probably could tell, this park was built in the 60s, and we actually renovated a house that was built in the 50s and had this same type of tile on the floor. I don't know what it is about the tile back then, and the same type of backsplash as well. So we wanted it to give it that look and feel of, hey, it's, it was built a long time ago, but so we improved the countertops. We put in new sinks, fixtures. You could see lighting. We painted it. We painted the ceilings. And all of this over here was just super outdated with some old urinals and that sort of thing. So we wanted to add privacy. So we added these doors on here so that these are all urinals or toilets, and then we also have some areas back here where people can shower, and then they can sit here and dry off or get undressed and that sort of thing. So again, these type of improvements, 100% bonus depreciation, you could accelerate these costs as well. Something else that we did, we went in and we approved or improved all the utility hookups, lighting, that sort of thing. So on all these poles, where you could see where the campers come in, you can see how we've upgraded this pad. We've raised it. We actually had to raise it. There's another utility pole here. We actually had to raise all of this because on the property next door, you could see that there is a pond. And what had been happening was the drain, having some drainage issues. So the pond would fill up, it would overflow, and it would come down in this ditch. And because the ditch, my brother's an engineer, so they did the surveying here, and actually everything's supposed to drain that way, but there were some beaver dam issues and some other drainage issues, so everything would flow over this road and then come down and then completely flood the park. So we had to go in and make some issues. We actually met with these people and asked them if we could actually come in and raise some of this. So we did make some improvements. We did make the drainage better. We got rid of the beaver dam, increased the height of this levee right here, and did some clean outs in the back. So again, all of the drainage improvements that were done, those can be written off year one now as well. Now, every time that we make any type of improvement, we're not only just getting these massive tax deductions, but when we think about it, the main reason why we're doing this is for what? For who? The customer. Because if you don't have customers in your business, or if I don't have patients in my practice, you don't have a business, you don't have a practice, right? So we take that in consideration, priority number one, and then the tax benefits at the end, that's sort of like lagniappe. But we're always asking our customers here, what are some of the things that you would like us to add or whatever? Of course, the flooding, the drainage. So that was one of the first things that we addressed. The other thing was, and I can definitely appreciate this because we're a dog owner. We love our dog. We love our golden doodle, and people are always bringing their dogs. So we said, well, they were asking for an area maybe the pets could play in. They get dirty, wash them off. So check this out. We created a little dog park. We have a little sidewalk. You can walk up, and we have a fenced in area where they can go do their business, play a little bit. And then when they get hot and sweaty and tired and dirty, like dogs tend to do, then you can come on over here. And we built this dog wash station. So all of this, concrete, signage, the structure of the building, the dog wash station. Now, because that was done this year, which we would have only been able to write off 40% bonus depreciation, now all of this, 100% bonus depreciation. So you're probably asking yourself, well, why does this matter? Well, if you make a lot of money and you don't do anything to hemorrhage the taxes, then the more you make, the what? The more the government takes. That's what's so important about this. All right, so how does all this depreciation and that sort of thing work? Well, a couple things. If you invest in one of our RV parks, you will receive from the depreciation something called paper losses from the bonus depreciation. 99.5% of the investors that invest with us in the Blue Metro Group are passive investors. All right, they work a full-time job. They're doctors, they're dentists, they're business owners. They invest passively. They get cash flow, plus they're getting these tax benefits, okay? These losses that you'll get from the bonus depreciation, the passive losses offset the passive income that comes from these properties. Or if you have other real estate, or if you have similar investments, that sort of thing, which means you get to keep more of your cash flow that are coming from other sources, passive sources, not your active income, all right? And if you don't have enough passive income coming in now to take advantage of all the losses, that's fine, because these losses can actually carry forward into these subsequent years. What's cool about this is because instead of paying tax on every dollar that's coming in from this rental income that you would receive. Now you can use these strategies like 100% bonus depreciation to keep more of your money to help offset that income. This avoids you from relying 100% on your W-2 income, your active income. So if you're a dentist like me, going through life, that's the only thing that you're focused on. You're working, you're paying a lot of taxes, and you're putting money away. Well, if you're putting in the stock market, that sort of thing, you don't get the tax benefits that you're doing here. Okay, so I used to rely 100% on my W-2 income. That's what I used to do. But now that I realize that the more income streams that you have, especially more of these tax-free or tax-deferred income streams, however you want to look at it, equals more freedom much faster than you think. Now, unfortunately, most people that watch informational videos like this, they'll watch it, they go, oh, that was nice, I learned a little bit, and they do what? They do nothing. They don't take action, they just keep scrolling. But hopefully, you're the type of person that's not going to do that, all right? So if this intrigues you, and you want to take advantage of this because life's giving you something right now that you can take advantage of, we have some very exciting news. We actually acquired our largest, maybe one of the largest RV park portfolios in the country, over $100 million. We call it our Echo RV park portfolio. That from the time that we are releasing this now until the end of 2025, until December, it actually includes 8 RV parks. And we've designed it specifically for anybody that invests in it to take advantage of, guess what? 100% bonus depreciation. That means if you invest, if you're an accredited investor, you meet the criteria, and that you invest, and you can potentially get to use these major write-offs all within this year, 2025, that you invest in this property. And you can also share in the cash flow and the upside once we exit it. So if you want to learn more about this and want to learn more about the Echo project, potentially invest, or just want to get more information, I'll put the link below to our passive investor circle. All you have to do, it's free. You just sign up for it, put your email in, create a login and a password, and then you can check everything out. We're going to be having, depending on when you're watching this video, we're going to be having multiple different webinars to go over the entire portfolio. I'm going to have our personal real estate CPA on as well. Those will be recorded webinars to talk people through, because many times our investors, their CPAs, they don't really know much about real estate. And if you're going to invest in real estate, probably a good idea to know a little bit about real estate. So they're going to be on there talking about the benefits, how to use it. And then if this is something that your CPA isn't really aware of, then you have an opportunity to work with them, or you could show them that video, and then they can see what needs to be done to make sure that everything's done by the book. Now, we're going to also be having different webinars to go over each property, so you'll get to see the entire picture. Hope this helps, and I hope you join us in the Echo project this year.